I think the situations are real, and that's what makes it so nice.
The script is different from any other script I've actually read. It's very descriptive.
Hi, I'm Matt Green, and I'm director of Almost Maine. It's the first play I've directed by a playwright who's also my friend. John Cariani and I, we were in a production of Biloxi Blues back in probably 98, 99, a while ago. And we hit it off. John he's a great guy. I got in contact with him and told him we were doing this, and he was very excited that we were. Each audience member is going to bring their own experiences to any play, and I think as theater artists, what we do best is ask questions and perform scenarios that makes the audience think about it. Maybe it's decisions they're making themselves. In Almost Maine, it's all about love. It's about beginning love, the end of relationships, and then a whole lot in the middle, including ships passing in the night. So there's definitely going to be something there for everybody.
Almost Maine is very clean and it's very simple, but it's really beautiful.
And it's like super metaphorical. The entire play shoves metaphors in your face.
The show's a little goofy, but you can't help but love the characters.
It's not a classic exposition, climax, resolution. It's a series of vignettes, little scene after scene after scene, and they're all connected by kind of the backbone of love and loss and heartache and issues dealing with that.
It's a great play on its own, but there's also the issue of a set amount of actors to do a play. We have the senior class, and I believe 14 or 15 of them are performing in the play. And Almost Maine was written so that it could be performed from anywhere between 3 and 17 actors, something like that. We're doing this over a 6 or 7 week period, but we only have 3 hours a week to rehearse in the classroom with me. My in-rehearsal time is significantly less than most full-length shows. The actors themselves have to bring a lot to the table. They have to do most of the rehearsing on their own, and it's more so they come in and touch base with me each class or every other class.
The whole entire thing is set in Maine, so it's kind of more relatable to people that have been to or know Maine, but I think that definitely separates it.
My character, Phil, is a hardworking man. He comes home every day. He has a couple kids with his wife, Marcy. But lately, Phil has been working overtime. Things at home and work are starting to pile up, and he's forgetting his kids' birthdays or their hockey games. He forgets his anniversary in this scene.
I think Marcy's just over it. I think that she feels neglected, and she spends the entire day with her children. She's so done feeling like there's no affection in her relationship, and why she has this huge gap in her life when she has children and she has a husband, but she does not feel loved.
Our scene is kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back in our relationship.
I feel like it's easy to relate to the situation because you watch your parents growing up or some couple that's older than you go through it and start to have that distance between their relationship, which is something that everyone sees. So it's easy to relate to because you know what it's like to watch a relationship crumble.
I think I would like the audience to understand that no matter where you are in a relationship, that can always be worked out. And I think that our scene is a good representation of talk things out, talk it out, and work through your problems instead of letting it build up inside and then letting it get to a point where you just blow up.
Challenges of directing the play. One is really to, like I was saying before, to keep it honest, to go for the truth and not the cutesiness of it. That's one thing that we're always checking ourselves with. The other is we're doing it in the round, which brings up challenges and also affords you a freedom as well. Your back's always going to be to someone, so you don't really have to worry about cheating. One of the vignettes, one of the scenes has a little bit of fight choreography in it, which in the round creates, you know, big challenges. So it balances out, but it's something that this group of seniors has not had the chance to do yet. So I wanted to give them yet another experience before they went out into the real world.
Doing the show in the round, which means the audience is all around you, can be more difficult, but it can also be freeing.
You have the actor and you have the character, where the actor has to know that you've had your back to someone for over 5 minutes.
I've never done a show in the round before, and it's cool because even in the first rehearsal I was like, oh, I have to turn out, I'm not just turned to the audience. It was like weird, takes some getting used to. I'm playing Sandrine, opposite of Jimmy, and they had a relationship, I think probably lasted a couple of months, and now they're seeing each other again for the first time at a restaurant, and it's my bachelorette party, but he doesn't know who I'm here with.
And when he sees her, it all almost comes flooding back, and it's almost like he's at that point where he's almost gotten over it.
I don't really want to talk to him, but he wants to talk to me, so I kind of get roped into it.
It's that awkward first seeing of someone after you haven't seen them for years, and how you go about talking to them and like all these things you want to say to them but aren't really sure how to go about it. When I first read the scene, it was like I've been in this situation multiple times before, and it can be very awkward. It's a funny scene, so I want them to be able to laugh and relate and be able to come play with us, and it's fun. I like a lot of the scenes in the show. They're very relatable.
I've been working with the same group of actors since September in an auditioning and interviewing class. Then we went to New York City and did a showcase for agents and casting directors. So we all know each other pretty well by now. I think it'll go well. They like to give me mini heart attacks, but in the end they come through. So when I sat down to cast it, I read through, and they just kind of popped. It came to life. Oh, you know, that's this actor, that's that actor.
A lot of directors sort of just are like, this is what I want, do that. And Matt's very open about that. He'll sort of let us play with it, get to know the scene, get to know the character, try out a bunch of things to see if we might have a better idea than he does. And then we'll it becomes a bit of a collaboration, which in the end, in my opinion, makes it a better piece as a whole.
If we all just show real relationships and nothing forced, nothing too lovey, just real people going through human actions, I think that's what's gonna come across.
Everybody has been in love at some point in their life, so I think it's pretty worldly relatable.
You have to really think who these people are and what do they want. I mean, that's the basis of every play that you do.